Hello everyone, this is my demo for our this week project of Memory API. So basically I started with a simple OAuth authentication to manage the different users because I created that API such that different users can make account and then they will be able to see their dashboard and update their memory. So let's first of all just create one random account. Oh, I have to click on a sign up because I don't have account yet. And basically for this OAuth application, I just used simple SQLite database. I didn't connected it with like real-time database because it was not focused for me on this project. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, the account has been created. Now let me just log in. Okay, and after login, user will be able to see their memory management dashboard where user can upload their different documents and text documents, PDF, docx and everything just to add into their memory, and then they can use that memory to query LLM. So I have like some separate tabs over here. The first tab is adding an text memory where user can just type in so whatever they want, they can assign category to it and then they will be able to add the memory. Let's just add something as of now. That okay, I'm gonna assign it let's say category of personal, and then I'm gonna click on add memory. So as like whenever I add memory, there is a specific API which runs on the backend. For that, I use this particular library called graphiti code. This library typically connects with the LLM and embedding model and as well as a Neo4j database. So this library connects to all of it, and then whenever we give it text in the terms of this library, we call it as an episode. So when we give it a text as an episode, it will analyze it and it will prompt itself multiple times to find a relationship, and then it will create an entire knowledge graph in the backend, and that knowledge graph will be saved into the Neo4j. So as we can see here, my particular text has been saved with the category. It is saved as this was my second user, so user ID is 2. It is category of personal and everything. It has been saved. Now let me go and see in Neo4j how it looks like. So these are my old nodes, but I'm gonna over here going to take this particular UUID and search it in Neo4j, so it will be easier for me to find the particular uh, memory which has been added. Okay, I got it. Okay. So as you can see, this particular memory is added, and this is my particular text which I added over here. My name is Drew, and everything is here added completely. And if I go to neighbors, it will also show me all the other entities and relationship which has been inferred from this particular text, right? So now if I go to my dashboard, I also created one graph visualizer for it. So when I go to graph, then it will fetch my particular graph which has been created in the backend. So if you can see, my prompt was saying that my name is Drew. So this my particular prompt and everything that I set up in the back all created one entity called Drew and knowledge graph. They relates it to the cricket because I also added that I love cricket. I also love Indian food, so they added it as an Indian food. And as I am a software engineer, it added it over here as a software engineer. So as everything is automated and everything is uh, from everything is generated by itself, you can see that here the relationship name is not that much good. It should be like Drew works at software as to Drew is a software engineer or Drew works as a software engineer. It would be a better choice as per me. But as we use bigger model like GPT-5 or something, most probably it will make a good relationship. Right now I am using Gemini free API, so that's why I guess it's not working that well. But as per this demo, this is fine for me. So this particular I added it, and the category was personal. And my second tab over here is to upload file, and that file will be processed in the backend. You can upload a txt file or pdf file, docx file, and then it will be processed. And it will be, first of all the text will be extracted from the file, and then that particular text is then feed it into the particular graphiti core library, and then another layer of memory in the knowledge graph will be added, and it will be the extended memory. It will not override it. So so I'm gonna open it into the new tab so we can also visualize it side by side. Okay, so as you can see over here right now, I see this 4 nodes, right? Let me go ahead and then try to upload. So I created one like simple txt file, which has like small paragraph for software engineers, that what software engineer do, right? And as I added that I am a software engineer, so it should correlate with each other. So here I added that particular txt file, and I will add category as job because it is related to job. So let me just upload it. Okay. So I also created a webhook over here. So as soon as new memory is added, this graph should update itself automatically. But let's see what happens. It's still processing. As it is a file, it will take some more time to process it. And also internally, it's making multiple LLM calls to find out relationship, find out and extracting the different edge entities, episode, and everything. Okay, so here I can see that my particular uh, my particular node has been added. Okay, let me try to reload it, but I don't think so. Mm, okay, so for some reason, I don't know, it says successful, but as I don't see any UUID, so I'm gonna try again. I don't think so that it has been added. It sometimes happen because of the rate limit API of Gemini, because Gemini only allow 15 requests per minute. And as I already explained, that this particular API that I'm using, it makes multiple LLM calls in the back to extract different edges, relationships, entity episodes. I'm gonna wait for 20, 15 minutes, seconds, and then I'm going to click upload again. Then it will process it, and hopefully it will add it on this. It will add the another memory this time. Okay, I'm gonna go. So this one is added already. Okay, still processing. Oh, okay. So as you can see, I didn't touch anything, but it updated the entire graph by itself, because it everything happens here over here in real time. So as soon as any new memory comes in or any update for the memory comes in, the graph will be updated automatically. So user will be able to see that what's exactly going on. And over here, this time, if you can see, I also have UUID. So I guess this time everything went well. Okay, so this is my entire graph, and you can just imagine this graph is just only created with a small one paragraph and like two, 3 lines of memory. And if there are like more documents and more data, then the graph will be complex. Okay, so my third tab over here that I created is like a query memory tab. So here I can do a GraphRAG, which is basically a RAG, but it will extract the knowledge rather than a simple, like it will extract the knowledge from a knowledge graph, which has been already saved to our Neo4j. So let me try to, I'm gonna try, yes, what is this job? Actually, maybe. And over here, like interesting thing is that just to notice that I just added it for me that I am a software engineer, right? So now as I added new memory, which was a description of software engineering, my node is, if you can see, is automatically connected with the code, with the programming and everything, which means that now if there I prompt something related to programming and code, even if I didn't edit it separately in my description as personal, as it is connected with the software engineering, I will get related answer. So I guess that's the uh, main crux of this particular graph, right? And yeah, I also added it over here like filter. So as you can, if you remember that I added 2 categories as of now, one was personal and one was for a job. So if I click, if I just write job over here, I will only see the knowledge graph which is related to that particular category. If I write here as personal, then I will only see personal, and if I remove it, then I will see all of them. Right, that's a basic. Now, even in the query, I also kept that particular filter. If I only want my RAG, my memory API to work with specific categories, then I can put it over here in the box. Otherwise, if I want them to search in my entire category, then it will work it over, it will work it over here, right? So I'm gonna query it right now. Let's see what it gets. Okay. So as you can see that it gave me answer that Drew is software engineer. As a software engineer, Drew works software development, processing, designing, creating. So this particular, all the things I didn't edit it specifically in my prompt as a person, but it was added with another memory. So that's why it has everything over here. And you can also see like which episode was retrieved to support this particular answer by LLM. So over here, you can see that this is a software development is a process of designing, creating, and testing. This is a part of my txt file that I uploaded, and this is my personal that I just edited with the text. And you can also see the relationship that it's added. Drew loves cricket and everything. So that's it. Okay, so for future, so in this 1 week, I will be able to complete only this thing. But for future, I want to create a specifically update for individual nodes where user can just click on particular node and they will be able to update like details of that particular node, or they can also extend that node with another memory. I was planning to add like a personal APIs and also a dashboard to create an API credential, and which can be used in like another application, so that this memory will be helpful to create any application, because the main purpose of memory is just to do not just to provide context to LLM. So I was planning to do that, but I didn't get proper time, and all of these things are just the static things. And yeah, of course, the logout button is here. Just when I click logout, it will log out. Okay, so that's it from my side for this project. Thank you.